Hey folks, welcome to Mountainside. Well, I'm here in a new area that Amy and I created. It's below where our lavender is and where our garden's going to go. And it's right above our pole barn that we, used for storing hay and winter housing for the ewes. But now this spot, as you can see, is home to some of our ducks. Now these ducks are all khaki Campbell ducks. We were able to get these thanks to Mike, the Fit Farmer, and his wife Lacey. They actually gave us a gift card for Metzer Farms, and we were able to utilize that in order to get these ducks. Now, my understanding with the khaki Campbells is that they are a good egg producer. So we think we have at least 2 females here, so we may have to thin this out a little bit, but then maybe those females will have fertile eggs and we'll be able to hatch some more. But this is where they're going to be. Now, we did try to get some footage of the creation of this space, because what we did, we put the fence up and then we moved the ducks down here. I mean, not the ducks, but the goats. So we put the goats in here for a little bit, try to clean it up a little bit. We trimmed the area, trimmed out some of the trees, to put this fencing in. And they're in 200 feet of fencing, so it's a nice space for them. And we have a little coop over here to my right. I'm here. So over to our right, we have a coop that was given to us. Somebody we go to church with. So we have that in here for them. If they use it, they seem to like this spot right here in the trees. It's a nice shady spot, but they also have a lot of sun that they could go out in. But so it's a nice spot for them. We'll have water runoff coming down our road for them, but we do have a pool for them, their own feed bowl, so they're going to have a nice, good life. But the day we built the fence and tried to get all this set up, we did take some footage and was working on content creation, but it was so windy that day. Put the goats in here until Monday, and then the goats' journey down the side of the road will kick in. And I'm thinking
no,
yes, the right of way between 1 and 2. I think they just need to go there for a while. Still think we're gonna have a lot of fence.
Yeah?
Because they'll come here and go up there.
I think we're going to have a lot of extra.
Okay, let's make that adjustment when the time comes.
Probably just going to go.
Which way?
Ooh.
I can't do that. Well, I have it on regular speed in case I fall. Looks like somebody's been traveling up through here. You know what, you may need to, never mind. I got it. I figured it out. I just gotta anchor myself a little bit. I don't know how I'm gonna do that though. All right, so we're putting some temporary posts in some of these steep inclines just to help hold the fence in place.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, this whole line, Mama? Or you think we're good there?
No, I think just where it's always a problem where the angle
Right.
it goes.
So I put one
An
there, I'll
incline.
put one there and there.
All this stuff seems all right.
Okay, do you want one for that one that you're on?
Yep.
Okay. It just turned into a mess, and that's one of the things we've been dealing with here this entire March. Is the wind. The wind has been crazy. Today's actually a nice day. It's a little bit of a breeze, but no wind really. And when I'm saying wind, I'm talking like sustaining winds over 20 miles an hour, gusts up to almost 50. I think if I could do this right about here, I'll put in a little chart from one of my weather apps that'll show all the days, in March so far that have been gusts of 15 miles an hour or more. So hopefully it goes right there. But, we did want to say thank you to Mike and Metzer Farms, for allowing us to get these ducks. But there's one other thing that I do want to include in this video. And this showed up yesterday, yes, late yesterday afternoon. We had something show up yesterday afternoon that I'll take you now and show you. So just a little more of the backstory of the ducks. We had the ducks out here in our chicken yard. The ducks were actually under this cap, but in one of our chicken tractors. Now, what was it, a day before we were going to move them, we had a shift. So this stump broke, the truck cap shifted. As you can see, it's not even on this stump. The stump back there is completely fallen. The one in the front corner is fallen also. It's on the chicken tractor. It's leaning against Jonesy's coop. But when it started to shift, the ducks actually got out. They got out of their little tractor area. They stayed in the chicken yard, so it was fine. But it made capturing them a lot more difficult. And unfortunately, we did not capture that on any kind of video. But what we did, we had one of our animal carriers right here. And we had a piece of tin on each side of it. And what we were able to do is kind of maneuver them. So that's a tough word sometimes. Maneuver them around Jonesy's kennel, and all but one of them went right in to that animal carrier. Actually, Amy was able to catch the last one and put it in. Then we did that at night because there was no chickens around. It was a lot calmer because everybody was up, tucked up for the night. So they went in and we moved them, put them in that new pen area over that evening. It's been great ever since. It's another layer to our chores in the morning, but it's okay. They have a nice, happy home. But that was almost complete disaster, which is something we have to deal with. But let's go inside and take a look at something else that showed up from Metzer Farms. So inside this brooder setup, we have the second item that we were able to get thanks to Mike and Lacey and Metzer Farms. And it helped keep us on schedule and on track of, what we want to do with our ministry and everything. And this here is a Cornish cross meat chicken. These are some of the cutest little chicks that there are. They're fuzzy, they're yellow, they're like little peeps, but they do peep. But they grow up so fast and they turn into some of the ugliest things that there are. But they start off fantastic, and they grow out really quick. And we are very thankful that we were able to do this. Also, inside of this brooder, if I could find them, they're hiding back in the corner. But from our own hatching, we only got 2 chicks out of that. So we put our own eggs in our incubator. Now this incubator it is old. We found pieces here on the farm when we bought it, and we've been using it. It's been quite faithful, but it's been so dry. I just don't think it was able to maintain the humidity, and we only netted 2 chicks out of it. So they are also in here. But one thing we are going to try, we did it last year and we're going to do it again this year, is the girls out with Jonesy finally started laying their eggs. So last year we did 2 different hatchings. We did an incubator and we did broody mom. And it worked out pretty well both ways. So we're going to do the same this year. We've got a couple more eggs that we're going to gather that we'll put in Old Faithful here, our incubator, and we'll see what happens. And we'll keep you posted on that. But once again, I want to say thank you to Mike, the Fit Farmer, and Lacey, as well as Metzer Farms. If I do things right, I'll put some contact information below so you could find Mike and you could find Metzer Farm. Y'all take care now. As Columbo would say, just one more thing. Don't forget, tomorrow, which is Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be reading through Luke. And I believe we're going to do chapters 8 through 12. So tomorrow, live, 6:30, live stream, live and in person. So see you then.